Assalamualaikum. My dear students, I am Mohammad Abdullah Murad Chaudhary, Senior Lecturer, Department of Agriculture Studies, Milestone College, Uttar Dhaka. Let's start today's video lecture.
Today's lecture topic is Chapter 3, Section 2, which is section name is Dairy Farm. After completing this video lecture, you are able to understand that uh, the concepts of dairy farm, then dairy farm management, and the importance of dairy farm management, basic principles of dairy farm management, selection of milking cow and milking buffalo. First of all, you have to understand that what is a dairy farm. A dairy farm is a farming process, and this process main objective is to produce milk. Might be long term or might be short term, it depends. Sometimes in the commercial farm they do in long term process. If you have a look here, the definition is agriculture of long term production of milk, and in this farm, sometimes they produce some milk product as well, like cheese, butter, etc. And then you have to understand that what is dairy farm management. If you have a look the concept, dairy farm management is producing milk according to the demand to utilize farm resources, time and labor. That means in a dairy farm, if you maintain the proper management to continue the farm, that means dairy farm, that is called dairy farm management. And you have to follow this management for better production of milk in the dairy farm, and proper management of labor, then time, resources, all type of resources, money, land, everything. And that is the main idea of dairy farm management. It will not only for the dairy farm, it need for all the farm, like the dairy farm, poultry farm, fish farm, crop farm. That means in the agriculture, all type of farm. Next is, if you have a look, this is two picture here. On one is the top and the other one is the bottom. The first picture, you have a look. This is the modern dairy farm in a foreign country, where you can see this dairy farm here is very neat and clean and maintain the proper system. This is the modern dairy farm in abroad. And the bottom picture, if you have a look, this is the modern dairy farm where they collect the milk from the cow, and they, if you have a look, they use the machine to collect the milk from the cow's udder. Next one is, this is our country context, and if you have a look, the first picture, this one is in our country dairy farm. Here they follow the proper system as well. This is the top for providing feed, water, everything, and here the place where the cow take place. And this is make the shade with tin, aluminum, everything. And here is the other picture. You can observe the manual milk collection in a dairy farm. But in our country as well, use the modern technology nowadays. Not at maximum commercial farm, they do not use this type of manual farming, but they use the commercial process, which one I show you before. Next, we have to understand the proper dairy farm management importance. What will be the management important in a dairy farm? Here you see, we have to collect the quality milk production. If you want a quality milk production, that time you have to follow the proper management. If you do not maintain the management, then the labor or the people employer, they do not work properly. Even they do not provide food to cow on time. That means the production will be not increasing, or you cannot get the quality production. Milk and milk product produce. I told you before, in a dairy farm, you produce milk, but on the other side, you can produce some milk product as well, like butter, cheese, this type of things as a byproduct. Less production cost. If you follow the proper management, that times your production cost will decreasing. That means your profit will be increasing. Less deposit needed. If you follow the proper management, sometimes you need the less deposits, then earn profit, more profit. Less labor. If you maintain the proper labor, then sometimes you do not need more labor if you organize that one proper way. Then cow and calf become healthy. And if you provide food, water, sufficient balanced food, sufficient water, or with the help of proper labor on time, that time cow and calf become healthy and your milk production will be increasing. Proper accountability. You have to take the proper account, the loss and profit, expenditure, fixed cost, then variable cost, everything. And you have to preserve this paperwork for calculate the profit and loss. Less problem in the market, then you will not get the problem in the market, and that at last your production will be increasing day by day. And your if you got proper profit, extra more profit, then you can increase your farm quantity. Like if you start the farm with 50 cow, you can increase it 100, 150, like that. Next topic is basic principles of dairy farm management. What will be the basic principles? Basic principle is farm hygiene. You have to follow the hygiene of the farm. If you do not clean the farm properly every day, your cow will be suffering or infected by different sorts of diseases. Like you have to clean the urine, you have to clean the excreta, because everybody know that there is no extra washroom or bathroom for cow. So the cow stay in that place, they evacuate the excreta on that place. So you have to clean it properly. Even and the employment or employee and the other utensil as well, you have to clean properly for removing the germs. Animal health services, you have to vaccine the animal, that means cow, buffalo, whatever. And if some cow is sick, then you have to separate the cow from the healthy one, identify, and you have to provide the proper treatment as well. And next is maintains biosociety. That means you have to provide biological control. Sometimes all type of germs will be attacked, and then sometimes some visitor will be coming, some market people, some deliver man will be coming in the farm. That time you have to give them proper dress to get inside. You have to use sanitizer, everything for maintaining biosecurity, as well as you have to protect the farm with others wild animal as well, like fox, cow, everything. Then feed and water supply, you have to provide pure water along with supplementary feed. That means we have to provide supplementary feed in regular basis. Like we know that we have got 4 nutrient element. If this nutrient element is not present in your supplementary feed, then your dairy farm production will be not increasing. That means your milk product will be not increasing. That's why you have to provide balanced supplementary feed and sufficient type of drinking water, and make sure the water should be pure water. Regular bathing of the animals. Cows have to be regular cleaned properly every day, and grooming the cow for some horsefly or some flies. And so if you do not give them regular bath, some parasites or some extra insects like horsefly, then lice, this type of mites, this type of animals will go inside the milk straight away. So you have to clean the you have to wash the animals regularly for removing these external parasites. Next one is food storage. You have to you have to store the foods for next few days. That means you never know what will be happen in future. So might be storm, natural disaster, too much cyclone. That is why you have to preserve at least 7 days food for or your cow. Maintenance rearing environment, that means you have to maintain the rearing environment. That means where the if you keep the cow in your shed or in a house or in a building, that time you have to provide proper temperature, proper humidity, lights and ventilation. You have to keep the environment cool. Otherwise, if it's too much hot and humid, the cow will be not stay properly. They will suffocate it and might be infected by different and disease. For artificial breeding, you have to keep them artificial for you have to keep the proper heifer cows and you have to get the improved cow as well. An improved breed or ox can be procured to collect semen as well. Farm record keeping, this is very important. If you do not keep the farm record, then you will not calculate the profit and loss. So that means you have to calculate, you have to keep the record for sales, for delivery, and you have to for your feed expenditure, everything. Then you will calculate the record of the profit and loss, even accounts to expense and income as well. Then other related services like animal exercise, that means trimming the hoof, then mosquito management, routine health checkup. You have to always you have to contact with the veterinary doctor for coming the farm for routine checkup as well. So you have to maintain the procedure as well. So this is the basic principles of dairy farm management. Next point is selection of milking cow and milking buffalo. So what will be the criteria when you selecting a milking cow and milking buffalo? You have to well organized and large enough animal will be select, and then for teats and udders should be equal in size, not uniformly spaced over the place. Then udders should bear prominent and healthy milk veins along the frontal part. Then physical appearance of the animal should be flawless and attractive. Then back part is very should be heavy, well developed compared to the front part. Next, the skin of the elephant should be faultless, thin and smooth. Then the size of the head should be medium with broad forehead and strong jaw. Then nostrils are of wide and open type. And the animal should be docile and amicable in nature. The animal should have good tendency to take adequate amount of food. That means you have to follow if you have a look at cow or buffalo, that time you have to think about the animal is quite healthy and no disease as well, and it's smooth, well developed, forehead is wide, this type of animal. Next is milk production of some dairy breeds. You have to understand the some cows milk production per daily. That if you have a look, the Holstein Friesian, this cow provide 35 to 40 liter milk per day. Then Jersey cow provide 15 to 20 liter milk per day. Ayrshire provide 15 to 18 liter milk per day. Shahiwal provide 12 to 15 liter milk per day. Red Sindhi 10 to 12 liter milk per day. So the best is if you rear Holstein Friesian 35 to 40 liter. Then buffalo breed the milk production. We know that some buffalo which is Neeli, Ravi, Jafrabadi, Murrah. If you have a look, the Neeli, Ravi, Neeli they provide 35 to 40 liter milk, but Ravi they provide 30 to 35 liter milk. Jafrabadi 15 to 20 liter milk, and Murrah 6 to 7 liter milk. But in our country, not too much buffalo dairy buffalo farm in our country, but in foreign country they might some buffalo breed farm. So what will be the MCQ from this chapter? This is the example of MCQ from this chapter, which is how many liter milk for Holstein Friesian produce per day. And next one is, and the answer is 35 to 40 liter. This is the example of MCQ of this section. And what will be the CQ questions? The CQ question might like that. Analyze the basic principles of dairy farm management, and this will come for 4 marks. So this is the basic questions, and this is the topics today's. And after this, you will have a look one video clip where you can observe the dairy farm where they use the modern technology of collecting the milk from the cow, and they use the modern machine. So this is the video clip you observe.
Thank you very much for watching today's video lecture. If you got any problem, let me know or contact your subject teacher. They must help you. Thank you very much.